welcome back. I have now reached game day 41 in Wizard's Crown, and I have also decided to switch over to a different game recorder program. So this one is called ZD Soft. I was using another one, but it was using up a lot of space when I was doing recordings, and this one seems to be a little bit better in terms of compression, so I am going to stick with this one, and the other one I'll kind of use for other programs as I need them. So anyway, so let's check how our party development is going. And we are now starting to use these defensive items. And the reason why is this character has 200 luck. That is the maximum value that can be present for Eternal Dagger. So there is no benefit of improving luck any further for these characters. All skills have a skill score maximum of 250. So with Karma, he's maxed out. Luck is, as I mentioned, pretty much maxed out due to the sequel. And we'll go and get Awareness as our next skill, and then the weapon skill, and then probably go Stealth and Scan. And then that leaves only the swimming skill for this character, so he might go and do first aid, but the problem with first aid is that you need a really good skill score to offset the possibility that any injuries that you don't hear become serious injuries. So Eternal Dagger doesn't have that, so there's less of a penalty here. There's more of a penalty, and you kind of don't want to waste karma if you don't have to. So we'll check next character, and he's in that +3 drawer. Hasn't found a decent weapon yet. This is okay with Magic Flail. Not great, but it'll be acceptable. And in another outside run, after that's complete, I should have enough experience to improve luck all the way up to 200. So next skill score will be, well, looks like it's going to be the weapon skill. I already got awareness up to 150, so I'll probably improve his scan and stealth as well. It depends on how I feel about it. So, oh, I did find out with Treat Poison that it very barely worked at his skill score of a little bit over 100. So you'd have to have pretty much no morale loss for it to be useful. So went ahead and increased it to 150. That should be a little bit better, but obviously the goal is to get it to 200, and then we don't have to worry about it anymore. So that will be the plan. And there's our Haggler. He is now up to 14 strength, and he has not developed much else, so not much to say here about this guy. This guy has 15 dexterity along with 12 strength, and he has improved his karma up to 200. Next skill that I will improve will be luck, get that up to 150, then improve karma, max it out, get luck up to 200, and improve his awareness and weapon skill, and we'll go from there. Our sorcerers are doing pretty well as well. Let's see, oh yeah, with the range weapon characters, I found that a skill score of 200 is pretty much what you should aim for. 150 is kind of effective, but 200 is more effective. So you want to develop those skills up to 200, and that should be a good point before you even do night fights. So I also found that for power, the starting power is 150 for any sorcerers in Eternal Dagger. Any characters creating Eternal Dagger get like a 200 or 250 experience point bonus. So The goal will be to go ahead and improve power. I'll go and improve it to 200. I think I might even get it up to 250. Depends on how far the priests lag behind. Uh, Next skill for this character, again awareness, and then swimming, and then since he doesn't have much else, I'll probably get an alchemy to at least 100, and obviously get evaluate up to 200 so you don't have to worry about that skill anymore. And this guy almost has 200 on his weapon skill, and not much else to say about him. And there's another character, 200 skill for the bow. Um, and let's check the last guy. So he's the only one that will likely be using a shield in the entire game, at least for this game anyway. So his shield score is 150. That's okay, you can get some usefulness out of it, and sorcerers don't have luck, so they need to at least have some shield skill where appropriate. Of course, 3 of my 4 sorcerers are using ranged weapons, so you can't use a shield with a ranged weapon. So he has swimming up to 150. His skills are pretty much almost maxed out already. Spear will get up to 200 because my plan is to use that skill in Eternal Dagger at the very end, so it's not an entire waste to have Spear with this character, even though he's, the plan is to have him change over to a different weapon in Eternal Dagger, but Spear here, and then it benefits us in the end of Eternal Dagger. So now, since he's the character that is the farthest ahead of everybody, I'm going to go and improve his radiation skill, get that up to 150. There will be nothing else to improve for this guy once I get the radiation up to 150, spear up to 200, and I might as well go and improve dexterity and life where it's applicable. So I'll get it up to like 55 life, and then go for dexterity score of 20, and once I reach that, I'll see how my other characters are in terms of their skills and development and what have you. I have changed my plans slightly. I was thinking about doing a night fight at game day 50, but I would prefer to do that once my priests have a karma score of 200 across the board. Now, I'm expecting at least 4 game days before I can do that, because I need 200 experience in order for the priest, the Hagler guy, to get up to 16 strength. It means that he'd be able to use the Morning Star and the scale armor, and he also has to get karma up to 200. He only has like 100 right now, so that means probably 5 or 6 game days right there. And for each trip outside, I usually have enough gold to enchant items 2 or 3 times. It depends on how much treasure I found, but thus far my amount of treasure from either armor or treasure or items or weapons with enchantments has been pretty good. So I don't anticipate that changing unless some sort of loot drought happens or something like that. But so I'm going to scale it back. I don't expect to do a night fight until maybe day 75 or day 100 at the latest, and by then I should be more than ready. So that is the plan, and I will probably do the first 3 dungeons before I actually do a night fight. So we'll see how things turn out when I go through the dungeons, and that will be certainly pretty interesting once I do those, and I'll point out like the little uh, things that you need to be aware of and what have you in those particular places. So once we get to that point, it'll be much more interesting for all the people that have watched and listened to the video so far. So the next game update will be basically around game day 50. So I'll talk to you then and show you how everything is proceeding. Talk to you then.